Hello. I thought I'd jump on real quick. Y'all know I come on when I I'll be real. Sometimes I'm in my bonnet, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm dressed up, sometimes I'm not. I don't know, y'all. That's how my videos go. So yeah, hey guys. Yes, I still have my bonnet. It is 1:34. I am cleaning up because as you know, I went back to work. I worked 12-hour shifts. I don't know why I'm doing that at my age, but right now working 12-hour shifts. I work 4 days, 3 days off. I work 4 12-hour shifts and 3 days off, but we are going to be going to 10-hour shifts. Yay. So, yeah, I'm just saving money for some things that I need to do in the future. So yeah, so that's where I am right now. My hair, as you can see, is still growing. I decided to just do 2-strand twist in my hair for right now. That's going to be my go-to because it's just easy for me. And with this style, you can, pull it up in the front. I can pull it up or pull it back. I can braid it. I can twist it, into 2 braids if I want, or 1 braid going to the side like this. And I can pin it back and I can twist this side back. So you can do a lot with 2-strand twists. And I don't know if you all remember, but I had went through I was trying to do locks last year, and I'm going to try it again this summer. I'm going to try it again. So we'll see how that go. And basically, you can do a 2-strand twist on your hair, and it will turn, and leave it in, and it will eventually lock up. So we're going to try that. Not having any issues with my hair. I'm still not putting any color in my hair. As you can see, it's still gray and it's going to stay like that. I have embraced the gray finally because, I was like on a roller coaster ride. And, if you look back on my videos, when my hair was about this short, when I lived in Virginia, I talked about going through the process of gray hair and how difficult it was, and natural hair and how difficult it was. Because a lot of people think that natural hair is easy to take care of, and it's very hard. Like it's very hard. Like this is the easiest style that I to deal with. So because my hair is so thick, and I refuse to put any chemicals in my hair. So it is what it is. You gotta accept what God give you, and you have to work with what you have, right? You have to work with what He gave you. So, yeah. So I want to talk about detoxing. I'm on this detox journey. I know my videos is about health, getting healthy, staying healthy, changing bad habits, changing your mindset, um, and being the best version of who you are, right? And so, transformation. My videos about transforming your life for the better. I've always talked about that, even in my earlier videos. It's not an easy process because I think along the way I have picked up bad habits and living in a dysfunctional family growing up and blah 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 and all this stuff. It's a lot that I had to. Um, it's a whole mindset thing. It's a whole mindset thing. But I am in a detoxing process, just cleaning out my body, and I decided to do so because I noticed that I'm getting cysts. I have a cyst here and I have a cyst here, and sometimes I get cysts under my arm, under my armpits, and I just need a detox. I need to detox my body. So, which is very hard for me because I know how to eat healthy, but I don't always make the right decisions when it comes to food. And that's what I'm going to get on and talk more about. Because I think these videos will be a journal for me to see exactly what's going on with me and why I have to pick up that little fun size snipper bar and eat it. Like, why? Why? You know? So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it is growing. And I've been working with it and taking care of it. And like I said, I decided to just wear two strand twists for right now. For the longest time, I was just doing two braids. I was just doing two braids, two cornrows. But as my hair was growing out, I found that it was the two braids was my hair didn't like it. It would get dry, the ends would get a little brittle. And so I said, okay, you're not liking this anymore. So let me do something else. So I decided to do the two strand twist and see if my hair will be happy with this hairstyle. So far, I haven't had any issues with it. I haven't been complaining about anything. It haven't been drying or getting brittle or falling out. So I think it's happy with this style. So it's gonna stay like this for a while. And I'm seriously thinking about doing locks again. So we'll see how that all work out. I wanted to show you a new type of bread because I am going through a detox phase. So I'm trying to really clean up my diet. Not when I say detox, I'm not referring to just drinking water, right? Just drinking water and eating an apple. Like I'm not doing that. But I am cleaning up the foods that I eat. Like I would, if I want bread, I would buy like a wheat bread, like a honey wheat bread or whatever. And, I know that there are healthier options out there. Okay. And so I decided to go with the Ezekiel bread. Okay. It's flourless, that's what I need. During my detoxes, I need to get rid of the flour, get rid of the sugar, um, things like that. So this is a flourless sprouted grain bread, and you will find this bread in the freezer section. It won't be with the other breads that you find on the shelf. It's in the freezer section because and when you bring it home, I would suggest you keep it in the freezer and just kind of when you want a piece of bread, just reach in and separate it and put the rest of it back in the freezer because it will stay fresher that way. If you leave it sitting out on the counter, it will go bad fast. So keep it in the freezer. So Ezekiel bread is organic. Okay. And so when I want to have like a avocado and boiled egg sandwich, I will eat it on this type of bread. I love eggs. I still eat eggs, but the eggs that I buy are expensive, but they are organic and they are from chickens that roam free. So I'm, it's a process. It's a process. We just have to make better decisions when it comes to our eating and what we put in our bodies. We have to be very careful about what we consume. So we all know that. Is it a struggle for me? Yes, it is all the time. It's a struggle for me, but it's also a mind thing. Like my mind is just screwed up sometimes, and I have to get myself back on track. So yeah, but other than that, all is well. I just got on in the middle of cleaning up because now that I'm working, I find that, you know, my house is not dirty, but I like for things to be clean and in order. And over the months, I found that I was bringing in things and not releasing some stuff. And so I'm in the process of when I bring in something new, I need to release. Like if I bring in two new items, then that means that I need to release two items. Okay, so that's how I'm doing that. It's an acquired taste. I don't like that bread. Yeah, it is. It is. It's an acquired. Oh, and another thing with this bread, don't eat it. I call it raw. Don't just let it thaw out and eat it like that because I don't like to eat it like that. I'd always toast this bread. I toast it or I put a little olive oil in the pan and I kind of grill it on both sides. And that's the way I eat this bread. But I cannot eat it, just out the bag and eat it. I can't. It tastes better toasted. So I don't know if you tried that, but try that. Try to toast it. It's better. I need to detox. Okay, yeah. So if you feel like you need to detox, just do it. Just do it. I miss the food pantry videos. I know. I know. I haven't had a need to go to the food pantry. And I have one right up the street from me, and they're open on Saturdays. So, because I used to go every week, the one up the street from me opens up every other Saturday. The other food bank I went to was open once a week. And I just haven't had a need to really go to the food bank, but I do need to supplement Um, some of my food costs. I do have to kind of supplement. Just so I'm thinking, I have been thinking about maybe going to the food bank once a month, and I think that will help and with my food expenses some. So you might see some more food bank videos. Yeah, I'll go to the one up the street every other Saturday. Hopefully, it'll be the Saturday that I am scheduled to be off because I do work on weekends. So we will see. So look for those videos. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well, and all is well here in North Carolina. We got some snow last week. It got a little icy there at one time, but it's cleared up. The ice has melted. They are calling for snow again in North Carolina. I don't know if anybody lives in North Carolina, but the weather can be cold one day and kind of warm the next day. You just never know in this area. And our winters are not that bad here. Like it's not. We get snow, but it's not like we may get one or two bad snow, few days of snow, and then it just melts and we're good. So the weather is not that bad here in North Carolina. So yeah. Trying to think what else is going on with me. That's about it, guys. That is about it. Just working. I'm planning a trip. I am planning a trip. I'm going to the beach in South Carolina. There's a beach that I want to go to. It's called Atlantic Beach. And way back years ago, it used to be called Black Pearl Beach, which was mostly what was, or it was um, black, um, because years ago when there was segregation, when black people weren't allowed to go to certain beaches, we had our own beach. And then it came a time where we were allowed to go to the beach, but then we were still being harassed for going to the beach. So at that time, so look it up online. It's called Black Pearl Beach in Atlantic Beach in South Carolina, and read up on the history of that. Thank God we're not in that space anymore where we can go and be free and do what we want to do, and be free to go wherever we want to go. But there was a time where people of color or brown skinned people were not, and it wasn't too long ago. My mom was born in 1944, so that was doing, which wasn't too, and I know a lot of our moms were born in their 40s and their 30s and things like that. So it was during their time, okay? It was during our mama's time and our daddy's time where they weren't allowed to go to and be free and swim on the beach on something that God created, right? So Black Pearl Beach was well known for um, where Black people congregated and socialized, and they were free and to enjoy the beach. And the beach was called Black Pearl Beach, and that's where I want to go. I just want to learn more about the history, and so I'm planning a trip there. It's not too far from Myrtle Beach, and it's funny because it's like they had their own section where they were allowed, where they knew they can go and be free and not be harassed at the beach, but not too far from where they were was what they considered at time was the white area beach, was not far away. But if Black people were seen walking on that beach, Myrtle Beach, you have Myrtle Beach, the north side and the south side. So if Black people at that time were found walking even on the beach on the south side, they were definitely, they were harassed. They was harassed. So yeah, thank you. Come to Florida. We have nice beaches. I do want to come to Florida. I want to visit Florida. I've never been to, no, have I been to Florida? No, I've been to Florida. This was years ago when my daughter is in her 30s. She was maybe 3 or 4. So that was a long time ago. Um, I went to Naples, Florida, which was beautiful. Naples is beautiful. But I do want to go to Florida. That's on my bucket list of places that I want to go. So yeah, I just have to research some areas and see what's the best place for me to go, or the best place where I don't know where to go. So I have to research that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. What I plan on doing, because I don't know that area in South Carolina, Atlantic Beach in South Carolina. So what I'm going to do next month, we are going to drive to that area. The weekend that I'm off, we're going to drive to that area and look around and look at the hotels and see what's in that area. And then while we're there, we're going to book a hotel for our vacation in July. So that's what we. It's like a 4-hour drive from where we are. It's 4 hours, so it's not too bad. And it'll be an overnight stay, so we'll leave early Saturday morning. We'll leave about 8. Usually hotel check-in time is around 3 or 4, and we'll stay the night and then come back on that checkout. And checkout is usually 12 o'clock. We'll check out around 12 on Sunday and drive back. So yeah, and then we'll book our hotel while we there. Because I was gonna just go blindly and just book online, but I really want to see the area and see where I am instead of just booking online. And you know what? I was looking at the wrong area because there's 2 beaches. There's Atlantic Beach in North Carolina, and then there's Atlantic Beach in South Carolina. The beach I want to go to is in South Carolina, but I was online looking at the beaches on Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. So if you decide to go to Atlantic Beach in South Carolina, Black Pearl Beach, then make sure you look, it's in South Carolina, not North Carolina. Okay. It's very confusing. And when you're looking at hotels in that area, it's the websites don't take you to where you need to go. Like it takes you to the south side of Myrtle Beach and not the north side of Myrtle Beach. It's just weird. It's weird. It's weird. When you Google search Black Pearl Beach, which is in, I think it's called Um, it gives you information about the history of the beach, but as far as the hotels and things like that, good luck. That's why I'm driving down and I'm going to take a look at the area. So yeah, so that's it. I just want to let you know all is well. Continue to take care of yourselves. It's so important to take care of yourself because what I realize is that now that I'm in my 50s, I have lived more years than what I possibly have left. I have less years to live than what I have lived. That makes sense. So you have to take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. We have to take care of ourselves. It's so important. And y'all know I'm going to preach that until I have no more breath in my body. I'm going to keep preaching it. Take care of yourself. It is so it's important. Yeah, it's important to take care of yourself. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your time with your family. Tell people you love them every day. Come on more often. Make more videos. I know. I do. I do. I don't. Sometimes I feel like that with YouTube, like I don't know what to talk. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what to talk about. Like, and I don't want to just, I mean, like me coming on random like this, like I feel comfortable doing this. I know people schedule or um, they create content before they do their videos. I'm still trying to figure out the whole YouTube thing, and I don't know. I have to do what feels comfortable for me. So I don't want to get on video and kind of talk about the same stuff over and over and over again. And then y'all get sick of hearing me, right? Y'all get sick of me. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it all out and be comfortable on camera and um, you know, be an inspiration to people and encourage people. I feel like that's what my purpose is to encourage people and to show that I'm not perfect because I'm not a perfect person. And sometimes, in life we make mistakes, and I've made a lot of them. God knows I have, but He has forgiven me, and you know, so um, getting on video is not as easy as sometimes people think it is. It's kind of difficult because you have to be very careful in what you say, and I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot that goes into it. So just talk about life. You think so? Just randomly talk about life. Okay. Okay. I'll start doing that. Yeah, it'll be easier. Just start talking about life. Yeah. So in my last video, I talked about, okay. I will. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In my last video, I talked about me getting my health in order, my mental health in order, and my physical health in order because I felt like I spiraled down after my mom passed. Well, I was kind of like spiraling down before my mom passed, but of course, I never showed it on on videos or anything like that. But my mental space was a mess. Um, it really was. And then when my mom passed away in November, it just got worse. So I've been focused more on my mental health. And I think I talked about that in my last video, that I was seeking therapy, and I went to my therapist for the first time, and it was good. It was good. I decided she wanted me to come once a week. And then I said, no, that won't work for me. She said, well, try to come every 2 weeks. And I said, no, I can come once a month. So I'm gonna go once a month and see how that work. And then if I feel like I need more time with her, I will. I wasn't diagnosed with depression or schizophrenia or anything like that, because she do give you a diagnosis at the end of your session. And so I wasn't diagnosed with any mental issues. She just said that I basically was diagnosed with grief, with just going through a grieving process. So yeah, so that's part of life, right? Part of life. So and she said that in give it 6 months, if I still feel like where I am, because my emotions is kind of all over the place, because it can be some days where I can be in the bathroom, I can start crying. I can be in my car and I just start boohoo crying. So of course she told me to journal and write down when I get in that space, where are those emotions coming from? And it's coming from my mom. So I know that. So I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, so I'm just going through a grieving process. That's all. And so I'm just trying to get through it. But she said after 6 months, my emotions is still kind of all over the place. Then I'm sorry, y'all. If my emotions is still all over the place, then she would suggest to my physician to put me on some type of um, medicine to help me with my emotions. But other than that, she said, girlfriend, you're just going to have to cry it out. So she said it's normal. So, it is what it is. But I do miss my mom so much. I miss her so, so much. So, yeah. Oh, God. It is. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing. I'm crying. And when I think about her, that's where those emotions come from. So, and I do. And I be crying them like at random places. Like I said, I was at Lowe's in the parking lot and I just started boohoo crying because I remember I used to stop at Lowe's and get my mom a plant on the way to her house. So that brought up emotions. And so, yeah, I just miss her so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So, like she said, and like my physician said, it's just a process that I just have to go through. And don't be ashamed or embarrassed. I'm in a place where I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to cry anymore like I used to. And I still kind of slip into that where I start crying. I said, oh, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. It's a part of the process. So that's where I am. But life is good. My mom definitely would want me to live my best life. And yeah. So I just miss calling her on the phone. I miss stopping by her house and checking on her. I miss taking her to the doctor. So yeah, you would get through this. I'm encouraging both. Yes. Yeah, I will. I know I will. So, and who's to say that I will? I mean, it might be 5 years from now. I might have a thought about my mama and I'm gonna cry. That's how it's gonna be. So, that was my mama. So yeah. Um. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and finish cleaning up. I have to go and take care of some business, dealing with my mom. I'm still dealing with some of her business. So I'm gonna go and go by his office and try to finish up this last business stuff that I have to deal with. My mama's unfinished business. And that's another thing, when you still have to deal with unfinished business with a loved one that has passed away, is even harder. So yeah. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up and go by his office and take care of what I need to take care of. And my friend took a part of my heart with her. Yeah, it's hard. It really is to just know that that person is just not there anymore. You can't reach out to them. You can't call them. You can't do nothing. I mean, you have the memories, and sometimes the memories just make you sad. You know, it do. The memories, good memories, but it just makes you sad that that person is no longer um, in the land of the living. So, yeah, that's why I feel like it's so important to make a difference in people's lives, and to try real hard to walk in your purpose and communicate with people and live your best life, because we all know life is not, yeah, everybody gonna die. We just don't know when or how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. Um, so yeah. So yeah, guys, that is it. I think spring is gonna come early this year. I really do. We on countdown. It's getting in. February is peeking around the corner, and then we have March, and then we go back into spring. So I've really been spending a lot of time on Pinterest and thinking about how I want to decorate the front porch. I want new colors on the front porch. Thinking about going with blues and yellows and whites. And I want a fire pit on the front porch this year. Like, that is stuck in my mind. So I've been on Pinterest looking at that. We found a little it's a 2 table and chair set that I am going to DIY. It just needs to be cleaned off and spray painted. So I'm going to get that ready for the spring. So I just have been having a lot of thoughts about what the spring is going to look like, how my flowers are going to look, how I want to position my flowers. I even drew out a diagram of how I want my flowers to look. I have to dig up everything, not dig up my flowers, but I have to dig around my flowers and put plastic down, because that grass last year that was coming up around my flowers was just, it gave me a hard time. And so I want to clean it up so the grass won't grow around my flowers. So, and I'm planting 2 more fruit trees. We already have a pear tree. We have an apple tree. The peach tree fell. Okay. We went outside one day. It was on the ground. I guess she was like, I'm done. But it looked like the peach tree had been there for, I don't know, a long time. You could tell it was old. It was really old, and she just couldn't take it no more. So we dug her up and cut her up and gave the wood to, I think he gave the wood to one of his family members, and they used it for their fireplace. So we're going to put another tree beside where we had the peach tree. Hopefully I can find a peach tree and replace it. And I'm going to plant some more trees around here, because I want it to be, I just want it to be plentiful. I want it to be so, you can go out there and just pick different types of fruits off of trees, almost like a food forest. That's what I'm looking for. So let me see who is this calling me. It's Ron. Hey, I'm recording a YouTube video. Hold on. Yeah, I'm recording a YouTube video. So let me call you back. I'm going to finish up. I can't hear you. Huh? Okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So, I'm replacing we're replacing the peach tree. Hopefully we put another peach tree in that area. And then I have another apple tree I bought last year. And I have that in a bucket. And I'm going to put that in the ground. when we have some the warm weather starts to be steady. I'm gonna put that one in the ground. So yeah, so that's what's been on my mind. Springtime. Yeah. Spending a lot of time on Pinterest, thinking of ideas. Ideas. Yeah. What else is going on? Um, I'll probably go and see my grandsons this no, when I should. I want to, what my plan is that I want to not only just see my grandson, because I have two daughters. I want to spend time with my daughters. So I was thinking once a month I would go back to where they live and get a room and we just spend a day together. Even if it's a day or two, maybe a spa day or just hanging out or or something like that. I want to spend more time with my daughters. Even though they grown, I want to spend time with my daughters. So I plan on doing that at least once a month. Once a month. So yeah. So just trying to stay busy with work. Yep, keep busy. That's great. Yep. Keep busy with work, working out, trying to you know, gardening and things like that is a hobby for me now. So I'm into that and family time. I want to have some family time with my daughters. So yeah. So let me get out of here because it's 2 o'clock, 2:11, and I want to get by, take care of my mom's unfinished business before he leave for the day. I think he leaves at 5, so I need to get down there and take care of that, and so I can move on. I just want to move on. Oh Lord. But I hope you all have a good day and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye. Oh, God bless you too. Thank you. Bye.